Hola estudiantes and welcome to the training tutorial for EBSCO Chicano database. So the topics covered in the EBSCO Chicano database are mainly Mexican American topics. As you can see, I went ahead and put calaveras on the page, skeletons, in order to celebrate Day of the Dead since it's Halloween month. So Chicano is just an interchangeable term with Mexican American, although most people who label themselves Chicano are first-generation Mexican Americans. Let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see what kind of Mexican American topics are covered in the database. So health, language, religion, public policy, folklore, politics, music, art, literature. Let's go back out. Now, this database is valuable to your research because it's going to help you find contributions by Chicanos and Chicanas in art, music, literature, politics, anywhere in society, because it's focused on that culture primarily. Hispanic and Latino, it represents so many different cultures and countries that some notable people and their contributions could get lost in the endless records you would find. So if you are primarily interested in Chicano contributions, use this database. If you're looking for work from notable people in other Hispanic, Latino ethnicities, then please use a different database. So access instructions to the Chicano database for SJSU students. Step 1, go to the King Library. There's a link in case you forgot it. Step 2, go to subject guides. You go to research guides, then you go to subject guides where it says Chicano Latino Studies, click go. Then step 3, in the top left-hand corner, there's going to be blue boxes, and you need to locate the section that says Finding Articles. Click on it. Once you clicked on it, you go to step 4. You're going to scroll down to where it says Chicano Latino General. And step 5, it's the second link, the Chicano database. Click on it. For other students, please check if your university has free access to the EBSCO database collections so you can get into the Chicano database for free. EBSCO offers a free trial. If not, if your university doesn't offer it, and then you just type EBSCO Chicano database into Google, and the first or second link will take you there. Alright, so search tools are vital in order to helping you find the information you need, because too bad, finding what you want will never be this easy. No one is going to hand deliver you information they think you might like, which is why you need to utilize these search tools. In the advanced search, there are multiple languages, field options, the Boolean search bar, publication date, source, and document types, publisher or publication. You can apply related words or subjects. There is even smart search in case your key terms aren't working out too well. Alright, so let's try out some searches. So I already have it open here. Oh, why does mine look weird? Okay, so the first search we're going to do is for literature. So let's find Chicano contributions in literature. And I'm going to focus, and literature is such a vast genre that we need to use a Boolean search. So I'm going to focus on poetry. Or we can try poesía. Poetry in Spanish. That one looks weird. Let's try it again. And then you're going to go and select a field for literature. And we're going to select SU subjects all. And in order to expand our search and make the recall higher, we're going to click on multiple languages, not Portuguese, multiple languages, so that we can find records in English and Spanish. And we're going to press search. Okay, so with multiple languages, it mostly just focused on Spanish. So so it only accessed 5 records. So, if you want to expand your search and look for contributions from different Chicanos and Chicanas, then you're going to use then what we can do is we can change it to English and see if that provides a higher recall. So poetry. Alright, and changing it to poetry gave us a higher recall. So now we're gonna use truncation to increase our recall. So we're going to delete it all the way up until po, because we might be looking for poetry, poesia, poet, poets, poetic, poem, poems, poema, poemas, poeta. So let's try this. Great, it increased the records. So now we have 37 records. Fantastic. So if you're not familiar, if you wanted to find contributions from Chicanos and Chicanas, you're not familiar with work from them, you can go through these records. They're all accurate. Mexican American literature, Chicano Latino anthologies, poetry. So they're all pretty accurate records. So the good thing is we did a good search, and we have a lot of records that we can choose from to find the kind of research we want. But maybe we want to do more recent research. So then you will just go to the publication date. And we're going to bring it up to 1990. So now we have 16 records. And maybe, you want an academic journal. So now we just have one record. But it's a trustworthy record. And let's see if it has the linked full text. And it does. Fantastic. So you can view, and it was already there before, but so you can view this record online, which is helpful. And it offers translations. So perfect. That's perfect for your research. We narrowed it down to the most accurate record for what you might be looking for your assignment. And that is called, and we progrowed all the way to something useful. So now for our second search, maybe you already have a person in mind who you want to find more information about, or you want to find what exactly their contributions to society were, or like some examples of their work. So I'm going to go ahead, let's go back to advanced search. So the poet I'm thinking of is Sandra Cisneros, Mexican-American poet, famous for her little book called The House on Mango Street. But she's a poet too. She's written a lot of great poems. My favorite poem of hers is A Mexican in France, where she threatens a guy with a knife for making a stereotype about her. Alright, so let's do Sandra Cisneros, and not subjects. We're going to change the field because she's an author. We're going to change it to AU author. And, we can do multiple languages here too. So let's go ahead and press search. Alright, no results found. But look, we have smart text searching. We can press that and see if it brings anything up. Great. Smart text searching for Sandra Cisneros brought up 14 records, but and we see her. But in the first record, it doesn't really say if she's in there or not. She probably is if we did some digging, but this isn't accurate enough. So we want to make it more accurate. So we're going to go back to advanced search. We're going to type in Cisneros Sandra. So last name, comma, first name. Keep the AU author there. multiple languages, and let's press search. So we have 2 records. So we need to expand that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use truncation again. We're going to do PO, truncation, and that should pull up more records by her since she is also a poet. It only did 1. Well, let's go back. And try it again. Okay, so this time we did not use multiple languages, and it pulled up a higher recall for her. So sometimes using multiple languages can help you find more things that you need. Sometimes it limits you. So we have 83 records. Some are directly by her, some she's included in. See, there we go. Sandra Cisneros, you bring out the Mexican in me. I love the feistiness. Alright, so now you have enough information to work with. You have work directly by the author. Once again, I prove the theory of relativity. And you have a lot of contributions you can choose from for her. And then, so for instance, there are a lot of books. So what you can do if you want to just find it online, you can press find it. If it has online access, click on online access on the left and it will tell you if it does or not. If not, you'll have to loan it out from the library. Alright. So we learned about some of the search tools, played around with it. So something that's interesting that would be useful to you is to review your search history. You can access your search history by going to your past searches. So let's exit out of that. Let's go to search history. So this is going to help you keep track of what you already looked up so you don't waste time and end up doing the same thing twice. So you can go back to past searches and go through them again if you remembered ones you liked, or if you saw a record, kept looking, and then kind of lost the record, in your downward Alice falling down the rabbit hole spiral of research. So here we go. You can view results and you can go back to a specific search. There we go, see? Alright, so review your history. If you need help with your research, getting started on a research paper, you can go to, online tutorials on the SJSU library. So you can review things about plagiarism, writing a literature review paper. It has a list of A through Z, list of tutorials right here. So that's going to help you when you're ready to utilize your research for your projects. And lastly, most importantly, if you are getting stuck in your research, your key terms, your searches are not working for you, contact a librarian. We're always available and willing to help. So the link is right here. You can email us, call us by phone. You can contact a subject librarian. For Chicano and Latino studies, there was no specific Chicano Latino studies librarian, so I went ahead and put the names of people you should contact. For world cultures, languages, and literatures, it's Toby Mataush, or if you can't get in touch with Toby, ethnic studies. Catherine Blackmer Reyes. And there's their contact information. And thank you so much for su atención y tengan buena noche. Adiós.